The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of Lexington Community Radio or its board of directors. The views expressed are solely those of the programmers.
You are listening to Off the Cuff. Now, here's your host, Adam Banks.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Adam Banks, the host of Off the Cuff, and I am joined today by Renee Cobb, the host of Overtones Live. You are listening yet again to two of the hottest radio shows at Radio Lex coming together to create another special mashup show. This is the 496th episode of Off the Cuff, and at the same time, this is the 198th episode of Overtones Live. We are thrilled to have the theme of this special collab episode to be our Josie Music Awards Kentucky Recap Show Part 1. This is now our 8th time coming together for a mashup show, and we are excited to recap the Josie Music Awards, which was held on October the 22nd at Nashville Grand Ole Opry House, and Kentucky came back home with 17 category wins. So let's hear it for Team Kentucky. Yeah. And before we talk to everyone, Renee, I just want to say congratulations to you and your husband, Warren, for receiving a Josie in the music business category for Best Live Performance Video Production. Let's give them a round of applause. So I got to ask, what was it like to stand there on that stage at the Grand Ole Opry inside of that iconic circle? And somebody told me that wasn't your first time. You've done it a total of 5 times. How did that happen?
Well, by the time our category got called, it was late in the evening, and I'd been on stage 4 times. I started taking volunteers from the audience because what happened is we had a lot of Kentucky winners that were on tour that weekend, and they all called me that morning and said, hey, you know, if we win tonight, will you accept? And I'm like, okay, but I had no idea that all 4 of them were going to win categories.
Right.
So I dragged Melissa up with me for one. We actually got Keisha to accept for Chase Bush. So it got really exciting. But by the time Warren and I got up there, we did say, this is really our category this time. And I think I made the comment that at least the good news was I was getting my steps in for the day.
No, it was amazing. And some people try to get up there on that stage their entire career. It takes some people 30, 40, 50 years to get up there. You guys were up there 5 times in one night, and to receive an award. Now, let's talk about that award that you received. It was it was for something to do in radio, correct?
It was for live video production, which we didn't really know. What they do with the music business is they evaluate a lot of them and kind of place them into categories that they feel's fitting. And I think because of the large amount of video that we were able to capture at the Tipsy Cow, and some of y'all were involved in that video as well, that they deemed it as a winner for Best Live Video Production, and that is actually what we won at the Hollywood Independent Music Awards, was for video production. So that has special meaning to us because we don't have a background in video production, and we've just kind of learned how to do it along the way.
Well, not only did you guys go to Nashville, go stand on that Grand Ole Opry stage, you and Warren also just got back from the Big Apple in New York City, where you brought home another honor for Kentucky. Tell us about your trip to New York and why you guys were even in the Big Apple.
Well, that was 2 weeks after the Josie Music Awards. So I feel like that Johnny Cash song at this time, I've been everywhere. But it's been wonderful. This one was for the Stevie Women in Business Awards. And this had really special meaning to me because it was a first win of a business category. And it was for our nonprofit, actually, Room 17 Productions, and for the work that we've done with preservation and oral history projects at the University of Kentucky. So we won Best Female Executive and also Best Female Thought Leader for the last year. And we honored the University of Kentucky with both of us wearing our UK blue.
Now, I know Warren studied music at the University of Kentucky. You have a master's degree
I do.
Is it education?
My master's degree is in business administration, and it's from actually Xavier University. But before that, I had a music degree from the University of Kentucky.
Okay, so both. So you're making the university look great.
We hope so.
Well, folks, we are here this afternoon on Off the Cuff and Overtones Live to talk about the state of Kentucky's outstanding presence on the 2023 nominees and winners list for the Josie Music Awards. The Josie Music Awards is the largest, most respected, revered award and one of the most prestigious events and associations in the independent music industry. Their mission statement reads, "Chase your dreams, be a part of something big." And wow, was the state of Kentucky a part of something big on October the 22nd?
Yes, it sure was, Adam, and we're going to talk about just how big that was. So without further ado, how about we hit that Kentucky music lineup music for this episode of Off the Cuff with Adam Banks.
All right.
Mounting.
I love it. I love it.
In the studio today, we have JMA nominee, including Entertainer of the Year, who has been part of the Josies for a few years now. He was unable to attend the ceremony, much like many Kentucky acts that were touring. But let's welcome Robert Eskridge from the band Southern Days.
Woo! Yes, folks, it was a big weekend at the Opry as two of our Kentucky singer-songwriters won the highly esteemed category of Songwriters Achievement, and they are going to perform their award-winning song live in the studio today. Let's welcome Trudy Sosby Rose and Savannah Dean Reeves.
Woo, yeah. We're also going to remotely honor one of our Overtones Live adopted nominees from Mississippi. They won Duo of the Year this year. Let's give it up for Stace and Cassie. Woo!
We will also be hearing from nominees who were present and accounted for on the Josie Music Awards night, the beautiful and talented musicians who make up 2/3 for Girls with Guitars, along with the other third in Trudy, Melissa Deaton, and Trish Torline.
Woo! We will also hear the music of now JMA award-winning Taylor Hernley, who heard his name called, incorrectly by the way, by an Oak Ridge boy. We'll tell you more about that. And in the last of his 5 nominated categories for the evening, that was stressful, wasn't it? He actually told me he'd forgotten about it by that point. But on his last one, they called his name. He gave one of the best speeches I've ever heard. Let's give it up for Taylor Hernley.
Yeah. We are standing room only in the Radio Lex studio this evening, so let's get this musical party started with a song from Robert Eskridge. Welcome to the show, Robert. First of all,
yay!
Robert, you are probably the JMA veteran in the room. What does this award show do for the independent musician?
You know, for independence, as far as, you know, what we do, it's very difficult these days without a label. So having somebody that takes music, puts you in a category, let you have an opportunity to go do all the things that you've been trying to get to is pretty important, because we don't have the CMAs, we don't have the ACMAs, we have the JMAs, which is kind of cool, and it's kind of a little community. So for all the people that don't have labels, you do get an opportunity to take the stage, get to communicate, make some connections, network, potentially, you know, collaborate, some other things. I know, like Lee Newton's a friend of mine, and she's done a lot of collaboration with Catherine Shipley. They just, you know, they were nominated for a Grammy. They went through the first piece. They didn't make it, but the second round cut. So that's kind of cool. When you don't have the representation and the hundreds of thousands of dollars to kind of go throw at making something move, having a platform to go do that's pretty important.
Now, Robert, folks, is a star because currently he has a song currently on the charts, the country music charts. Again, people sometimes try their whole career to get charted, and here Robert's on the charts. Not your first time, I've heard, too.
No, we've had some pretty good success. For local people, it's kind of cool, right? So to be an independent person, going out and competing against Warner Brothers, Big Machine, it's kind of a daunting thing. So luckily through the years, I've had a pretty interesting career. So I played bass for Montgomery Gentry for a while. It's fun. Mm-hmm. So I've got a lot of connections that I can pick up the phone and go, hey, I need a favor. And so it kind of comes with music promotion, getting the right people to call the radio stations, because you can't go do this stuff by yourself.
Well, I like how he glossed over that he played bass for Montgomery Gentry.
He's also, his song I noticed one week was sandwiched in between Ellie Shane and Dylan Carmichael, too.
That's true. I love Dylan. Dylan's
just to let you know.
So you are going to be singing live in studio today.
I am.
Let's talk about the song you're going to play for us.
Okay. So this is a true story. So I travel back and forth from Asia a lot with my real job. So I just got back last night. But back about 4 months ago, I got stuck in Korea. And so I couldn't get home for like 3 days. I was kind of upset about it. So I called my wife, like, hey, what are you doing this week? You know, she works at Lexmark. She said, well, so I got a little light week. I said, want to meet me in Hawaii? She goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I can't get home. I can't get to L.A. I can't get there, but I can get to Honolulu. So we went to Waikiki Beach. We're sitting out there, and I'm reading a book. And I like these Will Slater, Jason King books from this dude named Matt Rogers. It's all about beat 'em up, fight 'em up, special ops guys. And they're talking about these relationships. And the guys, why do you have this relationship? I don't understand. He goes, man, she makes me a better man. So I literally took my phone. It's still on my phone. I sat there and I typed in, she makes me a better man.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I'm just watching the waves crash on this beach, watching my wife sip a little drink. And I wrote the song in like 10 minutes.
Right.
So it's called She Makes Me a Better Man. It's about my wife.
Do you do that a lot? When you have an idea, are you quick to write it down or type it in your phone?
I've got, well, probably like everybody in this room, I've got napkins, papers, phone messages. Call myself and leave myself a message when I get ideas.
Yeah.
I wake up in the middle of the night, I write them down, and over time, sometimes they never make anything. Sometimes I get halfway through and I scrap it, but I'm sure we all got like notebooks full of stuff.
Well, I am excited to hear the song that started out on just a sheet of paper. So, Robert, take it away whenever you
Let's
are
give
ready.
it up for Robert Eskridge.
All right. You have to let me know if I'm too close, not close enough, and all that good
Sound
stuff.
great.
All right. After a long, hard week, when all hell breaks loose, when I'm dead on my feet, another work day's through, cuddle up on the couch, but don't think it ain't true, you know I'm better. Well, now life gets hard, it ain't always a dream, and those kids grow up, and time won't freeze, and bills pile up, and the money gets low, but you know I'm better. She makes me a better man, she makes me a better dad, she makes me a better friend, she makes me happy when I'm sad. Oh, she does it all, takes no credit, she makes me better. It don't matter to her, she just wants me near. When she's in my arms, troubles disappear. If I don't tell her every day, Lord knows I should, she makes me better. She makes me a better man, she makes me a better dad, she makes me a better friend, makes me happy when I'm sad. Oh, she does it all, and takes no credit, she makes me better. She makes me a better man, she makes me a better dad, she makes me a better friend, makes me happy when I'm sad. Oh, she does it all, and takes no credit. Without her I'm lost, and I'm mad enough to admit it if I don't tell her every day. She makes me better, she makes me better.
Sounds like a keeper.
Yes.
She sounds like a keeper, buddy.
Yeah, she's all right.
Well, thank you so much, Robert, for being here and performing for us today.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
for
can
having
you
us.
hang around with us for a little bit?
Of course, I'd love to.
Awesome.
All right, yes. Well, Renee, we are going to next celebrate the win of Stacy and Cassie
Yes.
with their original song. And I am just understanding that this is one of your favorite
It is.
songs that that you
It
have
is.
in your
And-
library.
And they are celebrating their 10th anniversary, and I think they're listening in today. So we just want to wish them a happy anniversary. But they have been a great example of what Robert speaks of is in regards to the networking aspect of the Josie Music Awards. And we met them. They actually ended up sitting in front of Melissa and Warren and I last year. And we met them, and we've had a really great relationship over the year. And I just want to dedicate their own song to them. How about that?
Absolutely.
But it's called What I Want, and it's a beautiful, haunting song, and we're playing some musical chairs here in the background. So here is Stace and Cassie with What I Want.
I'm wasted. You're lonely, and I can't keep myself from you. I'm taking my chances on a dream that might come true. You came to me, and my whole world slipped away. I'm angry, you're leaving, and all I've got to say is, what do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I'm lonely, you wasted, but I see so much in you. So I'm taking my chances on the dreams that might come true. You sang to me, and the whole world slipped away. I'm tired, you're fighting, and all that I can say is, what do you want from me?
playing musical chairs here.
That's what happens when we're jam-packed here in the studio. Folks, I just want to say thank you to Stacy and Cassie for that beautiful song. It's always a pleasure to have them on our airwaves. So, we have 2 of the 3 Kentuckians who won in Songwriter Achievement up next. Let's welcome Trudy Sosby Rose and Savannah Dean Reeves. Another winner to mention is Kimberly McAdoo, who hails from the western part of the state in Maysville, Kentucky. If you were backstage winning an award, Kimberly was also the one who was escorting you to your interview and photo session. So let's give it up for Kimberly as well. Now, both of you are first-time nominees and first-time Josie Music winners. What has this experience been like for the both of you, and what can you tell us about the category of Songwriters Achievement? And anyone could talk. Anyone can go first.
Well, this category meant so much to me just because I know as a songwriter and, all of us are fellow songwriters here, it's awesome to get recognized for your writing and doing your own thing. And, a lot of things are unique to certain artists, so I think that it's just awesome to look and see, wow, you won an award for your song, and it's special to you, and just like my song's special to me, and I think that's just awesome.
It was. What about you, Trudy?
Well, it caught me off guard because I didn't submit that song to be considered. Somebody else submitted it on my behalf, and I feel like it's somebody in this room, but no one in this room will admit to it, so I don't know. So I didn't realize that was going to be something that I would even be thinking or talking about. So it was very special to me that somebody thought enough of me and the lyrics of that song to have submitted it in the first place.
And what was the name of that song?
Cold Hard Ground.
Yes. And now, did it take you 10 minutes to write it off of a napkin, or what was that process like writing that song?
No, that one was about a 12, 15 year process.
Yeah.
To just have enough nerve to finish the song. So it's a lot of life experience kind of rolled up into one song. But I do the napkin 10-minute song thing, but they're usually a little less serious than this song, I have to say.
Well, we're very excited to hear you play today. Now, are both of you guys going to be doing solo songs or just individual?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Trudy, without further ado, we're going to let you play first. We are very excited to hear this song that was a winner at the Josie Music Awards.
And I want to say one more thing, if you don't care.
Yes.
I wasn't even going to submit anything for to be considered to be nominated. Melissa and Trish were both doing it, and I just didn't feel like that I was where I needed to be a part of that. And Melissa hounded me until I submitted something, and so I appreciate their support, everybody's support,
And we're so glad.
far more than I can put into words.
Well, you deserve it.
You did everything to dim my light. Came at me like a thief in the night. You held me back without even trying. Then ask me why I wasn't shining. You put chaos in the place of peace. It changed me like some damn disease. You tried so hard to hold me down and run my spirit into the cold hard ground. But I would not stay. No, I would not stay. You said all the things to make me stay. Somehow I found strength to walk away. You did everything you could do to dim my light. Then ask me why I couldn't shine bright. But I had to walk away. Oh, I couldn't stay. No, I won't be held down. And I will leave your memory in the cold hard ground. In the cold hard ground. Ooh.
Yes, very nice, beautiful, and I can see why that was a winner. All right, Miss Savannah, you are just so talented. I've told you this before. What's the name of the song that you are going to be singing? Give us some background to the song that sealed the deal on Songwriter's Achievement for you.
What's funny is that I had put this song on the back burner. I recorded it like maybe almost 2 years ago, and I haven't put it out or anything. But this one's called Get Me Every Time, and I wrote it because my mom's always like, you know, you have a type that gets you every single time, and I'm like, yeah, it's not a good type, but so I kind of wrote that song about this, about having a certain type that's, you know, we probably shouldn't date or talk to, but we do it anyways, so.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. Without any further ado, the mic is yours.
Thank you. I do write long songs now. Like the type that keeps me on a string. I spend my time with the ones that ask me what I drink. The type that could tell me a lot and I believe what they say. It makes people wonder why God made me this way. And it ain't my fault that they have a smile that drives me wild. And I can't even explain why I stick around. Maybe it's the way that they walk that walk, oh, and maybe it's the way that they talk. It ain't my fault that the bad boys get me every time. I can't help that these types keep coming around. I could search high and low, yeah, and they'd still be found. Oh, it ain't my fault that they have a smile that drives me wild. And I can't even explain why I stick around. Maybe it's the way that they walk that walk, oh, and maybe it's the way that they talk. It ain't It ain't my fault that they have a smile that drives me wild. And I can't even explain why I stick around. Maybe it's the way that they walk that walk. Ooh, I know that it's the way that they talk. It ain't my fault that the bad boys get me every time. Yeah, they get me every time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Run, 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 baby, run. Run, run, run. Oh, run, 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 baby, run. Run, run, run.
Oh, another
Thank you, guys.
excellent performance.
Little sick there, but it's okay.
So good, Savannah. That is amazing. And I just want to say Savannah's one of several Georgetown acts that were very well represented on the Josie Music Awards nominees. And I really want to thank the Georgetown, is it the News Graphic, that have done such a great job
They are awesome.
locally and that they are awesome. And we saw a lot of that with a lot of local presence with artists being covered, and it's just awesome. I just thought that song was great. I want you to swing the microphone over to Robert because I want to get his perspective on what he's hearing right now.
That's great. You kidding me?
Oh, okay.
Robert, just what's your comments? It's like you're sitting here in the corner now because he gets his over with first, which is awesome
the
position
nice
to be in. But what do you like about what you're hearing?
So, what I love about songwriting in general, I think everybody gets to tell their own story, right? So, I learned from her in that song that her mama has told her to stay away from the guys that think you're bad. Then I heard the story from Trudy, right? I mean, I think every experience brings about something that's kind of cool, and that's what I love about the independent world, right? You're not governed by what the radio wants. You're not governed by what the label wants. As an independent artist, you kind of have wide open spaces, blank pieces of paper, and you can express yourself however you want to, and I think that's awesome. I think that's probably one of the most true things that you can do, to be honest.
And I also want to I want to hear from Melissa and from Trish here, who are our color commentators, but we're actually going to hear some of their music too. But Trish is the host of Heartstrings, which is just a wonderful, wonderful platform for independent musicians here in the area too. And Trish, I wanted to thank you for that. You've done that so well. And actually, Trish and Warren and I went to the UK School of Music together. I don't know if you all knew that, but we have 3 graduates here at the same time.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
And we didn't know each other.
And we didn't know each other. She was bandy.
Just a
I was
nice
a bandy. Yeah, there you go. They were choir. I was band. So
Did you play in the band at football games, basketball games, that kind of band? Or?
yeah, I was a music ed major, and
very
trumpet
nice.
was my major instrument. So yeah, I was in the football band and the pep band, and I bled blue everywhere you could bleed blue.
And the band, I think a cool thing about being in the band is they can actually travel with the team, correct? Because
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 'cause-
football season was awesome.
yeah, I know that cheerleaders can't even travel with them a lot of the times, but band members are so
go.
important and crucial. They have to be there.
Oh yeah, we went to New Orleans when the World's Fair was there for that bowl game. I remember that distinctly because I got to meet Pete Fountain, a very famous jazz clarinet player. We went to some club and he was playing there, and the fact that I remember it is a wonderful thing. Sorry, Mom. Anyway, sorry, Mom. But yeah, you get to do a lot of things. It's kind of, with football band, everybody goes. With basketball, it's divided into different pep bands. So everybody who wants to do it. You don't have to do pep band, but who would not, right? For basketball. So they have like A band, B band, C band, and then you just hope your band shows up on the trip date, or wherever they're going. So
Trish, I wanted to ask you about, from a songwriting perspective, what do you like about what you're hearing today?
Oh, I think it's great. Robert's point was dead on. I mean, when you're writing a song, you are exposing the innermost part of you, the deepest part of your heart. And I like what he said. I got to know a little bit about your mom by listening to that song. And that's exactly what it is. And with Trudy, I'm fortunate enough to hear a lot of her songs. And I think I know a lot about her just because of what she puts in her songs. And then we just hope, as a writer, that when somebody else hears them, that there's a connection. And that in some way it would encourage somebody, they made it through that, so I can too. Or even just, today's going to be a good day, or any kind of encouragement is I love that. So,
Trish, one of the things that I love about you is your social media presence.
Yes.
You look like you have a lot of fun on there.
Yes.
When she's doing her, I don't know what you call them. It's not a music video, but you do like these. I don't know what are they called EPs?
They're just called what 3 minute reels post, whatever it is. See, I mean, when I released Girls Night Out, which I think it was August 11th when I released that. So I was really trying to up my game now and take things up a little bit and up my presence, because I would be on social media, but I never really plugged into that aspect of it. So I joined TikTok. And then a friend of mine in Nashville introduced me to a gentleman who that's what he does for other labels. And he said, you could do this as much or as little as you want, but as long as you're doing these things, it will help you. And so one of them were those little 1-minute videos. So here I am in places I thought I'd never be, dancing down a brick street singing Girls Night Out. And then I was in a Better Brewing with a pool stick going, it's a girl on a pool table,
It's a great video.
And I had a ball. Because that one, when I was really young, my dad's family had taverns. So when I was really young, they had this back room. We had the pool table and the pinball machines, and that's where Grandpa stacked the big cases of beer. So I would stack them up to make my stage. And I would take a pool stick, and that was my mic. Or it could be my guitar.
Now,
just what I was feeling.
Folks, if you haven't checked out her TikTok, you need to do that.
Oh, you're awful sweet.
What's your handle for your TikTok?
It's Trish Torline.
Okay. Yeah, it's a rare name. You don't hear it much. Trish Torline. I like the name.
I love it.
Rare is good.
My parents did too.
I love it. And we're going to actually, towards the end of the show, we're going to be hearing one of Trish's nominated songs, which was in a category for Holiday Song of the Year. So that'll be nice and timely. We'll do that one at the end. But we're going to hear from Taylor Hernley now. And Taylor is actually going to be with us live in the studio next Tuesday when we get back together for the other half of the nominees. The song you're going to hear is called Sidewalk Preacher, and he won Artist of the Year multi-genre. And I can't say enough good things about Taylor. He performs here a lot at Chevy Chase Inn, so make sure you try to catch him when he's coming in. He tells me that he doesn't remember anything from the time that they called his name to getting up on the stage. And I just thought it was really great because, like I said, it was really hard to see up there, but William Golden pronounced his name Henley, I think it was Taylor Henley, and he was just great about, saying it's Taylor Hernley, by the way, but I'm just, he said, I'm just really glad to be here, and we love Taylor, so let's hear Sidewalk Preacher. This has got a really great video, so please check it out when you get a chance.
Inside my dreams, and I don't care about the world outside. An ugly guy, anxiety, blackjack, whiskey, and suicide. I don't even know why you walked out the door. The wind won't stop blowing, 'cause you don't love me anymore. A woman's life's crucified, makes me lie in a comatose. So I'll try to learn to fly, go buy some drugs and overdose. The devil's down for the road that I've been walking, and I can hear him through the tiles in my room, steady talking. I'm looking for a sidewalk preacher. I'm looking for a good way out. I'm looking for a reason to leave. I'm looking for a reason to be of trash, talking to this latest past. All this time being alone, chasing ghosts, coming in last. I don't even know why I try anymore. It's just a form of dying, waking up on the floor. Barroom sides, neon lights, depression hits, I'm drunk again. Pretty cool when I'm all alone, but I'm tired of your charity. Checking out the scratches on the bathroom wall, ignoring my phone, unless my demons try to call. I'm looking for a sidewalk preacher. I'm looking for a good way out. I'm looking for a reason to leave her. I'm looking for a reason between you and me. I'm looking for a sidewalk preacher. I'm looking for a good way out. I'm looking for a reason to leave her. I'm looking for a reason between you and me.
And that was Taylor Hernley, winner of Artist of the Year multi-genre. And Taylor will be in the studio with us next Tuesday from 7 to 8 on Overtones Live and Off the Cuff with Adam Banks mashup number 9. And we also, as we've kind of mentioned, we have 2/3 of the girls with guitar with us that are coming up next. We've actually talked to 2/3 already. We're going to talk to the other third here. And that is Trudy and Melissa and Trish. And I'm going to swing the microphone over here to talk with Melissa. Let's give it up for Melissa and Trish, too, because we want to talk about, they were part of what we had was a Listen Locally Tennessee open mic on the Saturday morning of the weekend, which was just, I felt it was very successful. There was a great turnout, and it gave everybody a really good opportunity to play on a Nashville stage, and Melissa was one of them, and she went first. So, hey, let's give it up for that. So, Melissa, what was that like for you? And then I want to talk about your role in this year's awards.
Well, I did not, ever plan or think I was going to get to be performing in Nashville that weekend. But it was just a really great opportunity for all of the musicians to come together and meet and, develop new friendships and get to know each other. It was really special. And, it was a very memorable day, and I enjoyed it.
And I really want to thank Melissa, because I will just say that I would not have been in Hollywood the first time without Melissa.
Oh, yeah? What's that story?
She was the one that nominated me for Remarkable Woman, which I found out was a surprise. So we talked about people nominating and not knowing it.
I feel like that's what kind of launched you, Renee.
Well, I will tell you, it set us on a really great path.
Yeah.
And I just really wanted to thank you for that. We also had a blast with her that weekend, and we got to sit in the front row. Mm-hmm. And Melissa was just the resident photographer, because she took the best film and the best pictures of everybody.
But my favorite part was when the videographer took a video of me taking a video. It was
and they put it up on the big screen.
It was on the big screen. I didn't even know, but he took a video of the videographer taking a video of me taking a video.
Warren did. So I just recently seen on Fox 56 that they're
doing it again.
Announced the nominate. They announced that people can start putting in for nominations.
Yes.
So we need to put Melissa in there.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
Need to put her in there.
That's a great idea.
Now,
it's a goal for the future.
Melissa, we're going to be going kind of back in the time machine and listening to a song today that's not recent. It's off your first album, actually.
Right. It's my favorite.
And it's Renee's favorite. Talk about this song.
So this was, early on in my music career. I think I was 20. And, I wanted to record an album, so I teamed up with Eric Copeland, who was out of Versailles at the time, and we created this beautiful album, and this is a song that he actually wrote. And, we had submissions come in, and I picked out all the songs I wanted for the album. But it was an absolutely amazing project. It was such an amazing learning experience, and, those were relationships that I built that came full circle again later in life too. So, but yeah, this was a special song to me. And actually, this album won Album of the Year for the International Country Music Association, International North American Country Music Association. Yeah.
Well, let's get back in the time machine and
Let's
listen
give it up for Melissa,
to this
everybody.
beautiful song.
Thank you.
You're a ghost who's haunting me. Thought I heard you in a crowd, but you were nowhere near. When I turned to look around, we've broken up for good. You're never coming back. If I could talk to you now, here's the only thing I'd ask. Why don't you give my broken heart a break? Everywhere I go, I swear there's no escape. I hear your voice and I see your face. Tell me, what's it gonna take for you to give my broken heart a break? Put your letters in a box and your gifts up on a shelf. Ever since you left me, I haven't been myself. Don't wanna hear no love songs, can't watch our favorite shows. All I can do is just remember. Now all I wanna know is, why don't you give my broken heart a break? Everywhere I go, I swear there's no escape. I hear your voice and I see your face. Tell me, what's it gonna take for you to give my broken heart a break? There's nothing I can do to prevent this. The memories of you are so relentless. So why don't you give my broken heart a break? Everywhere I go, I swear there's no escape. I hear your voice and I see your face. Tell me, what's it gonna take for you to give my broken heart a break? Why don't you give my broken heart a break? Everywhere I go, I swear there's no escape. I hear your voice and I see your face. Tell me, what's it gonna take for you to give my broken heart a break? Tell me, what's it gonna take for you to give my broken heart a break?
Now we're going to hear Fun-Filled Family Christmas from Trish Torline, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about that. This was nominated for the Holiday Song of the Year. Let's give it up for Trish.
like ginger and pine. Outside the lights make the neighborhood shine. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. All around there's smiling faces, lots of laughter and warm embraces. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. Making memories and reminiscing. Here's all on what we're wishing for, a fun-filled family Christmas. On Christmas morn, we open presents by the fireside warm, taking turns so we all can see what Santa left for us under the tree. Baking starts in the kitchen, making reindeer bark, and we'll graze on it all day long, watching movies with our PJs on. When dinner time comes, there'll be plenty to eat, turkey and gravy and lots of sweets. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. All around there's smiling faces, lots of laughter and warm embraces. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. Making memories and reminiscing. Here's a lot on what we're wishing for, a fun-filled family Christmas. If there's no one around, we'll be down at the park, going sled riding till way after dark. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. All around there's smiling faces, lots of laughter and warm embraces. It's a fun-filled family Christmas, a fun-filled family Christmas. Making memories and reminiscing. Here's a lot on what we're wishing for, a fun-filled family Christmas.
Trisha's songs are just always so much fun to listen to, regardless if it's a holiday song or if it's a country song. It's always fun to listen to her music.
So true. And we've been able to connect Trish with a lot of people that are playing holiday music right now. And I just want to mention, because we were talking in the background, Sydney Adams, who is an independent artist here from Kentucky, just showed up on a red carpet for a Hollywood movie starring Tom Arnold that's being released. And one of her songs is in this movie. And she said she's had to sit on this for about 6 months. So we wanted to really congratulate her. But I was just saying that song that Trish just did would be a great holiday movie song. Yeah. And I also want to just also mention, just a shout out to Abby Hamilton, who is show on Overtones is going to run this weekend on all of the markets. But Abby is going to be on CBS Saturday morning this weekend. So Kentucky is showing out and showing up big time. So we're really happy for everybody. And thank you all for being here. Adam, this seems like a great but unfortunate place to end this edition of Overtones Live, because we always want to go on. And Off the Cuff, coming to you live this evening from Radio Lex Studios in Gray Line Station in Lexington, Kentucky. And we want to thank all of you in our listening audience for making a choice to listen locally this evening. We're going to end our show with the Josie Music Award Bluegrass Song of the Year, the Georgetown, Kentucky Bluegrass Band, Everyday Thing by the Goodwin Brothers. And tune in Tuesday night to Radio Lex from 7 to 8, as we will have some of those good ones in the studio that evening. Until next week, this is Renee Cobb.
And I'm Adam Banks.
And we're working in concert each and every week to bring you the best this great state of Kentucky has to offer music fans, reminding you that where words fail, music always speaks.
Have a great week filled with music, family, friends, and lots of love.
Listen locally, everyone.
Good night, everybody. We will see you next Thursday on Off the Cuff with Adam Banks, but don't forget to tune in this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here on 93.9 FM to listen to the part 2 of our Josie recap show on Overtones Live. Folks, that's Renee Cobb. I'm Adam Banks. Thank you to all of our guests. We'll see you next week and this Tuesday.
Yes.